welcome back to more
This isn't that kind of bar.
Bothering People Simulator 2021.
I thought we were gonna get drunk.
No, not in this case, unfortunately.
Aw.
We have a phone number to find, but why are we doing the work ourselves? We have somebody who can do that for us.
I guess that makes sense.
It's like I'm paying quotes. Just do
I
some
knew
work
you'd
for
miss
me.
me, so I came back.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
You know, if you want something done right, get your assistant to do it.
Absolutely, that's why they're there. To be an effective leader, you have to know how to delegate.
Got a minute, Grace?
I delegate everything
What's up?
and take all the profit.
Hey.
Could you do some research?
I'm a
If
leader.
that's effective,
Sure, what?
if that's effective, then do it.
I need you to look up a Madame Cazeneuve.
Madame Cazeneuve? Is she related to the murders the same way your friend Malia Getty was?
Grace, Cazeneuve's at least 70.
As if that makes a difference to you. Okay, I'll see what I can find. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
She was
Okay.
a G-MILF.
Oh, good lord. And I don't believe we've talked about some of these topics with Grace, although she probably does not have anything to say.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Wasn't she a big voodoo queen before the Civil War?
That's right.
Well, you just heard everything I know about her.
As I said.
Well then.
We'll
Do you
check
have
our
messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Okay.
Oof. I feel so loved.
Well, now that we've done that, we do have a couple things that we can kind of look around and try to do something with. So the first
Gabriel
one...
has a
No, not that. I want to... No, I want to look at it closer. Can I do that? Maybe if I read it. There we go. We have these drawings, but we have no context. So we can try to figure out how these are actually supposed to be pieced together. Because,
the police file contains part.
yeah, we already know that. We've got a bunch of partial patterns, and we've got the one that we sketched from the latest crime scene. So maybe there is something or someone that can make heads or tails of that. And we also have Mosley's badge.
You still have Mosley's badge. Very nice.
We should probably do something with that.
Maybe sneak
you know,
it back. Before you
as
get,
in, like, as in not hang on to it, perhaps.
before you get arrested.
So we have a couple things we can do. And frankly, for one of those things...
I've got some things I need to do.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
For one of those things, we're gonna poke around in Jackson Square. Because we saw a bunch of musicians there. Maybe there's somebody else that could be helpful here as well. Not necessarily of the musical caliber, because, well, we're not looking for that type of art per se.
Hey, Shorts Kid. What can you tell me about voodoo?
And
Voodoo is comfy and easy to wear.
alright, off screen. No, exit. You see the exit? Go exit. And we have a tap dancing kid.
Oh god, why?
That's better than the mime.
A small
No, it is
boy
not.
is tap dancing enthusiastically for a lucky dog vendor. The vendor ignores him. The lucky dog vendor has his nose buried in a paperback novel. Gabriel noticed that it is not. Big surprise. One of his.
Well,
Take that
there
novel.
seems to be a situation here. Let's have a chat with our lucky dog vendor friend here.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yep, I mind all right.
Why?
Because A, I don't know anything, and B, I'm busy.
Oh,
Southern Squidward, apparently.
I don't know anything.
Could I get a lucky dog, please?
Not now, I'm busy.
An unambitious person? In the 90s? Amazing.
Go for it. It's the 90s.
Ouch. I feel attacked on that one, actually.
Just a little bit.
Somebody who's a lot of formative years or in the 90s, I feel kind of attacked. But maybe we can get his attention this way, since he likes books so
I have
much.
this gift certificate.
I'm busy.
It's good for $20 at St. George's Books, finest bookstore in New Orleans.
Really? I'll have to check it out sometime.
Yes.
You could take this gift certificate with you, if you'll give me a lucky dog.
A lucky dog for a $20 gift certificate? Well, sure. Here you go.
$20 is worth doing my job.
And notice we just shoved that hot dog straight into our jacket.
That's where everything goes. Alright, try to read the hot dog.
Especially with mustard on it, no less.
Although the mustard is teasingly poured into a pattern-like shape, Gabriel's eyes can make no sense of it.
I'm glad that worked.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's great. Can I open the hot dog?
That would be a mess.
How about just look at the hot dog?
The lucky dog is plump and juicy.
Okay, that was good.
I'm gonna start a hot dog fortune telling company now. Dogomancy. What does the condiment say about your fate?
That'd be an interesting business, and I'm sure the hot dogs would be better quality than Yakko's, because anything's better quality than Yakko's.
Really, all you need to do is to get Yakko's quality hot dogs is buy Slim Jims, because that's what they are. Except they don't taste
Also,
good.
also references nobody will understand.
Look, just word of warning, so that for the people in the audience who I'm sure don't know, if you ever come to the Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania, people will tell you that Yakko's is the greatest hot dog place around. They're lying.
They're lying.
They are lying. They are absolutely full of shit.
Just now that we've had a 3-minute rant on hot dogs, let's actually move this along.
No, I got more hot dog ranting to do. Hang on. All right, I'm good.
All right. Well, anyway, the kid obviously wants a hot dog, so here.
You wouldn't like a lucky dog.
Your mascot's a cannibal.
Would I?
Sorry, I'll stop.
Thanks, mister. You got any special requests, let me know.
My special request is that you stop.
Well, that'll come in handy later. These guys are still here.
So we've got a slide guitar, a jug player, or maybe he's playing a Klein bottle, an accordion, and that guy appears to be playing a loaf of bread.
I think it's supposed to be a washboard.
You're a washboard.
I believe it's supposed to be a Zydeco band. If I know my local history and musical genres, at least passingly well. Which I probably don't, but hey, whatever.
Could I ask
Whatever.
you some questions?
I'd rather not. I really get focused when I'm drawing.
Okay, fine.
Well, you need to do
Nice
something.
drawing of the cathedral.
Thanks.
It's really precise.
Well, I'm an architectural student, actually. It's good practice.
How convenient. I have these things.
Say, do you think there's anything you can do with these patterns?
I'm kind of busy, and I don't normally do requests.
Oh, okay.
What if you show him that you're an authority figure?
I don't think that'll do anything for me.
That's not...
How about my own
No.
sketchbook?
What would the artist do with that?
Sketch? Come on.
Or maybe this one.
Say, do you think there's anything you can do with this pattern?
I'm a student. I don't take commissions.
Oh, Sorry.
Well,
Why- Why don't you
the
take
fact that-
commissions?
exactly. I mean, you're a student. You need money, don't you?
Sorry, I meant to say, I don't take non-erotic commissions. There's no money in scribbles.
Oh boy. I guess that's the only way you get paid in art nowadays, I guess.
Pretty much.
Hi. All right. Well, I don't know why this thing keeps going to loading screen, like the little loading shield all the time. That's a little bit odd.
I don't know if it's necessarily a loading shield. I think it's just a "you cannot interact now" shield.
Ah,
Thou
perhaps.
canst.
Thou canst do anything.
Exactly.
You cannot ye anything. Well, let's... No, let me move, damn it. No, I said... What? That guy just disappeared. Alright, well... For now... Actually, let's talk to the kid again. Nope, no. Get back in there.
Oh great, now we gotta wait for this to try and give you the other screen again.
Yeah. It was eventually gonna come down to this anyway.
You mentioned something about special requests?
Yeah. You got one?
That sounded weird. Well, let's go with the obvious.
How about when the Saints go marching in?
Sure. Hey guys, Saints!
You got it, kid.
It doesn't really fit. It's got a nice like triplet pattern going on, but
Yeah, but this is the same thing he's been dancing the whole time.
oh, I know.
That was great. Thanks.
No problem, mister.
What? I don't understand.
It's an adventure game. Do you really need to?
Fair enough.
Nope. I said go that way, like off the screen. Thank you. Jeez.
Hey, come back here. Hey!
Now we're gonna steal his stuff.
The artist would not appreciate Gabriel messing with his stuff while he's gone.
No, we're not gonna steal his stuff.
But stealing.
I know that's what you do in an adventure game, but
Oh, unbelievable. Rotten luck.
no, not operate. Can we reach? We cannot.
Gabriel can't reach the drawing from where he is.
But there might be somebody who can. Hint, hint.
There's no one to talk to there.
Yes, there
Ouch.
is.
Poor kid.
You mentioned something about special requests?
Yeah. You got one?
Can you fit through the bars around the statue?
Can I? Just watch me.
Good. There's something in there I can't quite reach. Come on.
That doesn't sound creepy or anything.
Can you reach that piece of paper?
Sure thing. Here you go.
Thanks, kid.
Yep. See ya.
Yay. So, like, you wanna let me do something at any point here? And now we're gonna go and return said piece of paper. Because, that's the way we operate, I suppose.
What's the way we navigate? Ha 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 ha.
Sure. Before we do that...
Dress up like a priest.
No, let's...
It's a technical drawing of Saint Louis Cathedral.
Is there anything else we can do with it?
There's nothing written on the drawing.
No. Okay, well... Let's return the work, shall we?
This belongs to you, doesn't it?
My drawing. How'd you get it?
I'm magic.
Oh, it was a bit of a squeeze, but I hate to see you lose your work. I lost my only copy of a manuscript once.
Well, you saved my butt. Let me know if I can ever do the same for you, huh?
Conveniently enough. Just like most adventure games, you indeed can.
Say, do you think there's anything you can do with these patterns?
What do you need?
Is there any way you can reconstruct the whole pattern from these partials?
The pattern is probably circular, and there's some repetition in the elements. What is this from, anyway?
You'd never believe me.
Okie dokie. Well, there's... I think there's an area missing. If you could get me any more of these...
I'll see what I can do.
Well, conveniently enough, we have one more. Boop. Here you go.
I have another one of those patterns.
You're gonna accidentally give it to Grandma.
Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, this is great.
Come back here,
I think there's
Grandma!
enough overlap now.
You need to
I'll
look
give
at
it my
this
best
pattern.
shot. I'll show you what I come up with
Get your own
tomorrow.
voodoo circle,
Great. I
Grandma.
appreciate it.
Alright, so he's gonna be busy. So we're gonna kind of turn in because we could give Mosley's badge back, but not feeling like it right now.
There's more mischief you can get up to with it.
And take the long, long plodding walk to the end here.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Or the game will just force me back.
But thou must.
Yes. Vroom. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And more of pretty much the same thing we've already seen.
I'm on fire. Crying isn't helping me. I need more water than that. Now I'm a cat. Ooh, look at him graphics. Wiggly knife, couple of snakes, bourbon.
Some dead guy.
Dead as hell.
Yep. But now we are on to day 3. And I believe Ralph is up.
Draw the Bacchus's abode. I sought there to conspire, but it was in the city of the dead that I found my heart's desire. I get it, that rhymes. That's very clever. I like them. I like them kind of rhyming things, you know. Is that all you got for me?
Indeed.
All right, I'm gonna go sleep in a ditch. Bye.
And that paperboy, again, impeccable aim. He's not getting paid enough.
I'm so glad you could join us today. I've got messages when you want them. I also checked out Kazanu. There are multiple listings in the white pages. I got the page, but you'll have to figure out the right one.
Well then.
Great, thanks.
Now, are you gonna tell me what happened yesterday with Malia Getty, or is it just too embarrassing? Don't tell me you actually got to see her.
Are the stars out tonight?
Right.
Gabriel, you don't seriously think she's interested? She can have any man in the city. You know, men with bank accounts.
Well, I have a bank
You
account. It just doesn't
underestimate
have
the
anything.
Knight family's tragic poet samurai appeal.
What?
When Daddy married Mom, she was the hottest catch in town.
Also, I own a bookstore.
I always suspected there was something
Samurai.
fishy in your family tree.
He's a samurai
But
pizza
seriously,
cat.
I think you should be careful.
Grace.
I'm serious.
Really, that's the
I don't know
that's
why,
the take
but
you
I have
went
a bad
with.
feeling in the pit of my stomach about this.
It's called jealousy, my dear. And you're right. You should be jealous of Malia Getty, as should every woman on this planet.
Oh, never mind. I'll just fix these books. Your life is in your own slippery little hands.
The point is to get it into somebody else's hands. And soon.
No, she said life, not something else.
You know, that whole exchange just seems poorly translated from another language.
Alright.
There's too many metaphors here.
They just don't translate from the traditional, oh, hello.
Hey, kids.
Who are you?
Bruno, how nice.
Gee, a customer.
Of yours? Hardly.
How's the flower business?
Well, better than the used book business, I see.
Rare books.
Nice shorts.
That explains
really.
why I so rarely see anyone in here. Are you going to sell me that wonderful painting of yours today?
Motley Crue fan, eh?
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
I still want to know the number.
Know the number? Oh, how much he would pay for it.
Yes. So we can shut him down after then.
So you can just say, you can just piss off now.
I guess I don't need the money that badly.
From the looks of this shop, I'm sure you will, my boy. And soon.
You can just piss off. Alright, anyway, we were going to read the paper.
Times Picayune, dated June 20, 1993. Gabriel scans over an uninteresting front page.
Get to Ziggy already.
Under the cultural events section, there's a notice about a lecture on African religions. The lecture is at Tulane University. Gabriel's
Okay.
horoscope for the day. An evil eye is upon you. Change course before it's too late.
Lighten up.
Grace Kit's staring at me.
Alright, so we've got a couple things to take care of. The first of which is we're going to go and we're going to check on our artist friend, because hopefully he's got something.
See you later.
Have fun.
Something for us. Let's head up and let's see about where he is.
Where's my pattern, you art school loser?
Well, he's still here, so presumably he has it. Let's find out.
How's it going today?
What? Oh, it's only you. Man, I have been
Only.
jumpy all
Only
day.
you.
That pattern of yours
Oh,
really
sorry.
freaked me out for some reason.
No,
There's
don't.
just something creepy.
You finished it?
Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here.
Wow, this is great.
Uh-huh. Just don't, like, blow up the planet with it or something, okay?
I didn't mean to upset
No
you.
promises.
Oh, forget it. I'm probably just being stupid. Do your thing with it, and good luck.
We got a thing. Let's look at the thing. No, I said look at the thing.
The reconstructed Veve was done for Gabriel by a technical artist.
That's a word we don't actually know yet. Is it the flying spaghetti monster?
Looks a little like it.
The artist's reconstruction of the voodoo murders pattern looks accurate to Gabriel. Something about it seems vaguely familiar and creepy.
It looks like Cookie Monster. V is for voodoo, that's good enough for me.
Nope, no, no. Just walk over. Damn it. Do the thing that I'm telling you to do right here, where it says exits. Do the exit thing. My word. This is the hardest part of the game, is getting the freaking egg. There we go.
Hey, it's
Good
the
Lord.
it's the hint stand from Earthbound.
I don't think we have hints here, though. Well, maybe.
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
Hoopla!
Yeah, you can just kind of slide.
I'm confused. Why are you sitting at a booth for this? Doesn't this defeat the whole purpose of the booth? Steal her chair!
Not a bad idea. Ooh, baby, I
Because, you
love
know,
the way
we
you
have to womanize here.
move.
Madame Lorelei winks knowingly at Gabriel and twitches her hip.
Yep, she wants me.
She wants you to drop a nickel in the jar on the counter. Eh, what? This isn't that kind of a park, lady.
Thanks, boys.
Right.
Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the park.
No, I just want to pick it.
Gabriel doesn't want...
It's right there. Just pick it up. Thank you. Like, it's right in front of me. Just pick it up.
The veil belonged to the fortune teller. It's covered with shiny iridescent sequins.
Ooh.
Can we take a closer look?
Those two objects,
No. No, no, no.
that item can... The veil belonged to the fortune.
Well, shiny iridescent sounds familiar, and she does look like she has a snake over at the booth. So, since we're on the hunt
Gabriel examines the veil with a magnifying glass.
for apparently snake scales,
That sequin looks a little strange. Why, it's a snake scale.
yeah, more stupid adventure game logic, obviously.
The fortune...
Nope, just do the thing to get away from the thing.
Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to remove the snake scale from the veil.
Plonk.
And I mean, we can really tell without having to use the magnifying glass. These are not the same.
Gabriel magnifies the scale from the fortune teller. The iridescent scale is hued olive green. It doesn't seem to match the scale from Lake Pontchartrain.
Where's the wood? What? Why is there wood behind it?
Yeah, I don't know. And we never looked at this either.
Gabriel magnifies the shed skin from Magentia, Moonbeam's snake. The snake scales are hued brown. They don't match the scale from Lake Pontchartrain.
Huh. Good to know, I guess.
Well, we don't really have a need for this, so why don't we just give it back?
I think this veil belongs to you.
Huh, my veil. I'm always losing those things. You have no idea. Well,
Oh, I
darling,
can kind of
you're
guess.
such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates, and so handsome as well.
Well,
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune-telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong. Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
I
No,
wish
actually.
something would.
Strong. Yes, and yet so delicate. And, flexible.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, good. I see a mysterious woman in your immediate future.
Madame Lorelei winks at Gabriel knowingly.
So you pick people up.
She is a dangerous one.
Just pretend to be a
Dark
fortune
and
teller.
Beautiful. Ah, I see the road of your life, Falcon. And very soon.
What exactly?
Hmm.
The blood drains
What is-
from
what is it
Madame
doing?
Lorelei's face in an instant. Sweat beads on her upper lip.
Are you
Is that
okay?
normally a place for sweat to bead? Ooh.
Oh, God.
Yes, oh boy.
Beware. Beware.
That's not normal.
What is it about me lately?
Well then,
That's a little odd.
that was insightful.
Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the park.
Yes, you do. You need a fortune teller stand. Well, now that we scared the crap out of somebody for apparently no reason, let's get out of here.
Yay.
Actually, no, 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 no. Go that way. And go that way. Now, actually, exit, please. Thank you. Excuse me. Alright, so we had a few things. I realized we did not actually get our messages from Grace, so we're actually going to go back and do that.
Phew, it's humid out there. Made it back, though.
Oh boy, party time.
Alright, let's see about those messages, since I did not check them earlier.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Messages.
Do you have messages for me?
Your pal Mosley called. He left a message that they're interrogating a suspect this morning and you might want to be there.
Sounds
Ooh.
fun.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
handy.
I bet.
We'll give it a chance to maybe sneak that badge back.
Do you have more messages for me?
That man from Germany called again, Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming to be a relative of yours. I took down his number. If you change your mind and want to give him a call back, just ask me for it.
Any more
Do
messages?
you have more messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
That didn't answer my question.
Well, I'm surprised there was not a reply to that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little shocked they dropped the ball on that. But
Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
let's get that number.
Sure. I'll give it to you when we're done talking.
I don't believe there's anything else. So
Here's that phone number.
Thanks.
we have a phone number, and we should also have that page out of the phone book,
This is the last page of inventory.
because she did mention it. there's the phone number. I believe this is the white pages.
Somewhere there's
Yes.
a New Orleans phone book missing one of its C pages.
Just go tear it out of the thing, you know, whatever. Like you do.
Seems reasonable. You'll get a new one
Wolfgang
next year.
Ritter's phone number, written in Grace's pretty scrawl.
Alright, can we read them?
Cajun critters.
Yeah, that's not a happy looking dog there. Then we have our Casanos, 4 of them. So we'll need to find some way to narrow that down. And try to figure out who the real one is.
Are you the real Casino?
What can you tell me about voodoo? So we got that, and then we have the phone number for...
The number
dude in
written on the
Germany.
note is 4909 324 3333.
I think I got it. Oh wait.
That's too many numbers. What do I got?
The number
490932433333.
Jenny, your number's too long.
324.
All right, that's enough of that. As much as I like the narrator, I gotta cut you off there, especially because they were a little bit cruel and just, all right, we're gonna just have her say as 3 as much as possible.
0199999.
Oh, you're back. I
Hey,
told you to
kids.
buzz off before.
Bruno.
Gabe, pet. I just popped in to
What?
see if you're desperate enough to sell me that painting.
Not yet.
How much would you
We
give
never
me
did
for it,
get that
Bruno?
answer.
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
Stay out of this, Grace.
Ooh, you're serious? You'll let me have it?
Yeah, I'll punch you in the face.
Yeah, I'll let you have it, all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you 100.
Yeah, no.
That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My fares are so tied up.
Gabriel, $100 for your father's painting?
Grace, let me deal with this.
You know what?
Fine.
Have
it's
$100
yours.
bucks.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
Give me $100 bucks.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display, though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it. I can't believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
The Final Fantasy guy?
He's in everything, so sure.
This is a Final Fantasy game, I guess.
I don't believe you!
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do.
I'm not sure why we're so mad about that.
$100 is $100
kind of
bucks.
That wall sure looks bare without Dad's painting.
You should put the $100 up there.
It's the most money we've gotten in a while, I think. Well, anyway, we have $100 now.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Good luck.
Okay, well, we know about the suspect, so let's go check that out. Can we just go back? Okay, we're cool with it. Alright.
Yeah, nobody cares if you wander around here anymore.
No, Lumpy up there in the front might get mad.
You son of... Give me back my badge. Now, Knight!
Sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? Well, you borrowed again in your history. Now, about today. glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You
Nope.
know, handling suspects, that sort of thing.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy anyway?
Calls himself Crash. He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. Well, he's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square. Pushing coke? He knows something. Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
Is that one of those powers you use in Phoenix Wright?
This guy's been downhill ever since he got
Alright,
fired
Crash,
from that
I
Bandicoot
wanna hear
job.
about these murders. You've been present at the so
I was gonna go since he had a
don't know
big time
nothing.
failure in Mega Man 2.
I told you.
Come
Crash
on,
and burn,
now,
man.
you can tell me. Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look, I can't say nothing. You gotta let me go, man.
Now, you relax. No one knows you're here. The man who picked you up were plainclothesmen.
Plain clothes.
Plain
Like you
plain
could fool 'em.
clothesman.
They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Sounds like the
Now,
guy's
who are
been getting into
they,
his own
Crash?
stash.
Are they the ones doing the murder?
Let me go.
Not really
You're
selling
so worried
coke
about
so much
being
as just
detained,
doing it
start
myself.
talking. Now, you tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you in the witness protection program. But you have to earn it.
Witness protection. Are you crazy? Don't make me laugh. Jesus, just let me out of here.
Now, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash? Why are the victims all members of the underworld?
By now they know I'm here. I mean, it's different when I'm supposed to come here. Well, if I can send a message. Tell him I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's frickin' useless. Take him back to detaining, would you, Tony?
Well, that worked well.
He disappeared.
I tell you,
Yeah,
times
apparently
like
just
this,
disappeared.
I'd kill
They
for
both
truth
disappeared.
Damn the civil rights.
Yeah, really.
Can I quote you on that?
Hell no. Damn. We only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I might have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. For the book, I mean. Maybe you can punch it up some. You know, what do they call that? Fiction. That's it.
It certainly is. I'll see what I can do.
All right. Do we have anything new to talk about?
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Case status?
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
It sure as hell ain't going well. There's
Huh,
a lot of
that
breaks
rhymed.
being applied in
should
different
be a
areas
poet.
of the investigation. We're getting some real info on the victims now, and they're not exactly upstanding citizens. And I was hoping to get more out of Crash, but he's scared shitless. We'll have to let him go tomorrow morning.
Well, I don't think he's gonna know anything else about anything else, so let's just get out of here, because we came for what we needed to come here for.
Yeah, we're all filled up. We gave back
Well,
a
I'll be
thing,
seeing
made
you.
fun of a crackhead.
Later, Knight.
All right. Let's get out of here. Okay, so we've got a couple options still, but we do have that lecture. Well, let's go attend that because we need a big info dump this episode. You're going to
It
learn.
looks like the lecture's just starting.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Africa.
Gabriel decides
Any
to
questions?
retard the
All right,
session.
class dismissed.
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa, but the name Voodoo is actually a banner heading under which resides an entire body of distinct tribal belief systems. The word voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States as voodoo is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, voodoo, and European religions, primarily Catholicism. All of the subcults of African voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems have. Some of these spirits are elementals, Some relate to specific tasks or places. Some represent important tribal leaders who have died.
Oh no, he's trying to sell
This
me a
spirit
boat.
worship is what makes voodoo so easily adaptable. With all those spirits, it's no problem to add a few more.
Chuck a few on there.
Say, for example, the Virgin Mary. At the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common. The one tribe would conquer another, and the Loa, important in the conqueror's tribal system, would be adopted readily into the conquered tribe's Loa pantheon. In this way, many of the voodoo cults spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa, enriching the belief system and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the voodoo religion seems to be as old as man himself. It has much in common with many early pagan practices: animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental spirits in the trees, the heavens, the bodies of the sick.
As opposed to that apathetic magic.
Minotaurs.
Africa is believed by many to be the cradle of the human race. Some of the voodoo Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself. We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are African Bokors who baffle our scientists with their supernatural powers. Now, let's discuss the elements of voodoo.
Yeehaw.
Fascinating guy.
In voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa.
I thought we knew that already.
During a voodoo
Oh,
ceremony,
one could
celebrants
determine
are
it.
possessed by the Loa. And this is called being ridden. The human worshipper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman. A person being
So there's a
ridden
little
by
guy
the Loa
in
takes on
funny
the
clothes.
characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the more powerful entity. Some of the older original Africa Loa include Damballah, the great serpent god, Ezruli, the mistress of love,
Isn't that recreation of
or Gede,
Jesus?
the lord of death,
A little
Agwek,
bit.
the spirit of water, Legba, spirit of the crossroads,
It's very close to Ligma.
Ligma?
the most dangerous, Ogun
Like the
Badagri,
crossroads.
the lord of destruction.
I gotta get more sleep at night.
Tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary hunter or politician.
For example, in Nairobi, they worship
Voodoo
Jimmy's
temples are called Houndfors. Their
Jimmy
priests,
Carter.
Hungan or Bokors. Their priestesses, Mama Loa. In a voodoo Houndfor, there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole called a poto mitan.
Potato
The
mitan.
ritual circle is prepared with a veve, a pattern of
Yep,
symbols.
there's that word.
Each tribe's veve is slightly different.
Yeah, we kind of jumped the
consisting
gun
of
looking at it and getting that
complex
word.
symbols that identify their special Loa. During ritual conclaves, initiates dance under the supervision of a Bokor and a Mama Loa, or head priestess. The use of totems or animal masks and markings was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though, all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice.
Animal masks, eh?
Ritual objects used during the conclaves include the ritual gourd or asson,
On what?
the ritual knife,
Oh
or
no!
kubasa.
I didn't want that question answered. Apparently,
Chills.
the ritual whip, or fouet cash,
no, that's just the sound it makes.
and the ritual coffin, or seke madule. These items are often optional, called for by the Mama Loa for specific magical rituals. The Mama Loa is the most powerful figure in any voodoo sect. Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the Bokor knows his power is limited. The Mama Loa is the supreme woman. She butterflies, fireflies.
Oh, goody.
Cabrit San Snore.
Do you have any idea what Kafrik?
Firelight.
What?
No, what is it? Gabriel?
What? I can't see. Gabriel, get in. Can't.
Get in.
It's too
What?
small for me. You must get in, Gabriel.
Okay.
It's not mine. Too small. Hide, Gabriel. Hide. No, no. Let me out. Help.
Young man, the lecture is over.
Yeah, but nap time
Oh,
isn't.
my God. Sorry.
Get out of here, pantsuit.
Well, that went well.
There's a PA speaker on the wall. The podium. Partridge's throne.
I'm assuming that's the lecturer's name.
A projection screen dominates the front of the hall. Those doors lead to the projection booth.
I'm gonna go up there and screw with the slides.
Gabriel does not need to enter the projection booth.
Yeah.
I guess this isn't full throttle. Don't need to screw
Gabriel
with the
doesn't
presentation.
need to take that from the lecture hall.
Oh, but I do want to look at it.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Greek night at the Alpha Psi Omega frat house. It looks like it took place sometime last spring.
Man, they don't change their board
Gabriel
much.
scans the bulletin board. There's a notice for a lecture on investigative reporting technique to be given by octogenarian Pulitzer Prize winner Laura Bo Dorian. Unfortunately, it's weeks away. By that time, Gabriel will have to have learned on his own.
Now, lesson number 1. Don't look in the dumbwaiter. Trust me, don't look in the dumbwaiter. Any questions?
Gabriel
What's a
scans the
dumbwaiter?
bulletin board.
You're a dumbwaiter.
Need a ride to
Thank
LA the last weekend in August.
I wouldn't go there if you paid me.
That's a long-ass drive from New Orleans.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Work out of your home and make up to $2,000 a week in your spare time. Call 555-6789.
I actually called them once. You sell cat food over the phone.
Hooray.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Ha! We'll do algebra or biology homework for food.
Sounds like college.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Jazz jam session every Tuesday at 7 in the music building. Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Haircuts for $10 a head. Perms for $20 at the Tulane Beauty School West Campus.
Like I'd let an amateur touch these locks.
Gabriel
Anything
scans
else?
the bulletin board. Greek night.
Nope. Yeah, just padding things out at this point. Let's go bother the lecturer here. Because, you know, we probably haven't pissed him off enough by falling asleep during his lecture.
Are you a student? No.
I am now.
My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Well, you have walked into my private office, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
You're kind of a dick, dude.
An old globe sits atop Hartridge's file cabinet. The carved stone head looks African and very old.
Looks like a Viking to me,
That
but what do I
mask
know?
is quite hideous.
Yeah. Looks kind of like almost Greek-ish.
Dr.
Proto-Greek.
Hartridge's office is crowded with masks, carved figures, and strange objects.
Like this guy.
I bet this
the
guy can,
squatter grins maliciously at Gabriel.
I bet this guy has a lot to tell us about voodoo.
I'm sure.
It's an enormous stone head. Dr. Hartridge's
Fish tank?
exotic fish lend even more color to the cluttered office.
How about you?
Dr. Hartridge...
Nope.
Did you know there's a whole branch of archaeology devoted to garbage? Maybe you should look into it.
I'm looking into it right now, pal.
Ah. Boop boop ba doop. Well, let's have a chat. Let's bother him some more.
Your lecture was terrific.
Oh, you think so? You were snoring so loud I didn't think you'd heard it.
You must travel a lot.
Yes, to Africa, mainly.
I suppose having all this voodoo stuff sitting around doesn't make you nervous at all.
It's voodoo stuff, and no. Why should it?
I'm very interested in voodoo myself right now.
How nice for you.
But what can you tell
And
me
if I
about
pick your
voodoo?
brain?
Yeah.
Not if it will get you out of my office.
Well, here we go.
This
What
voice
can you
sounds
tell
familiar.
me about voodoo?
You already sat through my lecture on the subject, Mr. Knight. Perhaps next time you could stay awake and learn something.
Yeesh. You are just not happy. You're not a happy person.
Nope.
Just not happy. Anything else?
What can you tell me about
Or are you just going to tell me the
voodoo?
same thing?
You already sat through my lecture on the subject, Mr. Knight. Perhaps next time you could stay awake and learn something.
Yep, just the same thing. Not
What
a happy
do you know
man.
about the voodoo murders?
I've read about them in the papers. I must admit to some interest. But according to the newspapers, the voodoo aspect is faked, so I haven't really pursued it. You know how Americans, especially Hollywood...
You stupid
treats
Americans.
voodoo. I'm sure there are many so-called practitioners out there that have no idea what they're doing or the power they're playing with.
Anything
What
else?
do you know about the voodoo murders?
As I said, I don't know anything but what the papers say. According to them, there's no reason for me to be interested.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I find it interesting to see the occasional fragment of voodoo practices in the everyday culture of New Orleans.
That's the most lukewarm opinion we've had of New Orleans so far.
Yeah, really.
What else can you tell me about New Orleans?
The Catholic Church has always dominated in New Orleans, and its imagery, in turn, has dominated New Orleans voodoo.
Anything else?
What else can you tell me about New Orleans?
If there's more you wish to know, perhaps you should read my books.
Monty Markham is the voice here.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know him from anything.
Yeah, that name does not ring a bell at all. The voice has that characteristic of being familiar, I think. It's a very familiar tenor to
Yeah,
it.
he does. It's just one of those voices.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's keep
Do you
going.
know anything about snakes?
I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knight, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
Reptiles?
Man, it's just I guess it's not just not just Gabriel Knight that has trouble with enunciation. A reptile?
What can you
I
tell
don't know
me
what a
about
reptile is.
St. John's Eve?
It's June 23rd, the feast day of St. John the Baptist. But June 23rd has been a sacred day since the earliest times. Ancient sun worshippers used to roll a flaming wheel down a hill to celebrate the sun's descent on that day.
That sounds pretty fun.
Burning wheel. Huh. What
else?
can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I'm not in the habit of repeating myself, Mr. Knight.
Sure.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Coeur means?
Cabri sans coeur. Yes, I do. It's
Oh, we can learn what it means.
Whoa!
It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice.
Oh boy.
Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, bulls, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
Fun.
Yeah, that's huh.
Yeehaw.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
While I find the colloquial bastardizations of voodoo somewhat interesting from a
Yeesh.
purely intellectual point of view, there's not a lot of relation between people like Laveau and true voodoo practices.
I'm gonna say that's a no then.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used extensively in most African voodoo religions.
Tell me
Veve.
about Veves.
If you'd taken notes during my lecture, you wouldn't have to ask.
Nah, I hate taking notes.
Ouch.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
I'm afraid I can't help you there, Mr. Knight.
Tell me about yourself.
Anything?
All right, Mr. Knight, I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university, as well as a fellow at Cambridge. My doctorate was obtained at Syracuse. Yes, Syracuse, in religious studies. I'm an agnostic, but I find human belief systems fascinating. I specialize in African religions because I grew up there. My father was a Protestant missionary. And I am heterosexual, when I practice sex at all, which isn't very often.
I can't imagine why.
Any other questions?
No.
Want to come look at my fish and voodoo masks, lady? Oh.
All right, let's ask about this.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible if that's what the gods demand. For example, one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Azuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it. If a
Wait,
bull
what?
will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh, where will we find one? Azuli is the gentlest of Loa, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Hungan tremble before a possession by one of the
Hungan?
more violent Loa.
It's like a Gungan, but hungrier.
Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that the Loa will simply take it for themselves.
Well, that's fascinating.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen a human sacrifice for several generations.
What would you know about voodoo sects? You just said you don't practice.
Well, he is probably interested in our little Veve construction here.
Can you tell me anything about this pattern?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Be my guest.
Great. I'll be right back.
Oh, time to get to looting.
No, we're not going to have the chance,
Aw.
unfortunately.
It's a fast copy machine for 93.
It is.
You know, this is a fascinating Veve. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Well, some. That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself. Each of the symbols in the Veve represents something, a Loa, a place. Where did you get this?
Have you heard of the voodoo murders?
We've already talked about that.
No, you're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong. Boy, are they wrong.
You think this Veve is authentic, then?
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell you what.
Well, is it?
I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information. You are associated with the police, aren't you?
Tangentially.
Absolutely. But I'm, undercover. You can contact me at the St. George's bookshop in the quarter.
All right. Now, I'd like to get started on this if you don't mind.
I do mind.
Oh.
I'm going to bother you for another hour now.
So, GTFO. Well, we are going to hold up here with handing over our Veve here. We do have some other things to do, but we will pick that up next time. So, join us
Boy.
then, won't you?
Farewell.